What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to bring you guys a new video on my YFZ. This is going to be another build. It's just another build on this quad. I did a big bore in it. If you want to check out the video, it's in one of these corners of the 8 minutes of this rebuild. I really didn't like how that video turned out because it was I didn't really film any. I didn't show any of what I did, really. It was, the motor, I did a lot of work to it, but it just never got shown. This is a 478 big bore kit. It is a Cylinderworks big bore with a Vertex piston. It ran real great this year, but I went to an ATV park in like 100-degree weather, and it was not very nice to this thing. I believe I either cracked the ring or wore the ring or something happened to the ring or a valve or something, but it smokes like crazy now and just burns oil. So now I'm tearing the thing apart again because this thing had a lot of I ran out of money and I cheaped out on some stuff and it bit me. But yeah, this is what we're doing now. So I'm gonna run over everything that this build is going to entail, starting from the motor. This is, like I said, it's a big bore motor, but I want to see the condition of my cylinder here, because if the cylinder's fine, I'm just going to put a new piston and rings in it because it's nickel plated, you can't bore it. So I'll see how that is. The head, I would really like to get it ported. If I don't get it ported this year, I'll get it ported next year, but that's something I'd really like to get done. The exhaust, I definitely need a new one. The header pipe's fine, but you can see how kinked that is right there. I went to pull the front wheels up, and I did, and I went a little too far, and I snapped this off right here. You can see, nice and snapped. And if you look at how that is, it grabbed this and ripped it up. So that silencer shot. So I need a new exhaust system. I'm either gonna do potentially Yoshimura, maybe a Sparks. I gotta see what my options are. It'll probably more than likely be a Sparks unless I find a good deal on something else. But that's the main stuff is the engine. Another big thing is the rear end here. My carrier, if you can see in there, it's hosed. I need a new carrier. I really wore it out bad this year. And actually the whole axle will twist now. I launched it pretty hard at our event that we had a couple weeks ago, and what it did, I don't know if you can see that. See how the brake rotor was coming in contact with this swing arm skid plate, and it was feeling like this thing was just dragging when I was racing it, and that was it. That was the main reason. So that's something I have to fix. So engine, I've gotten that taken care of. The carrier, we've talked about that. Another thing I want to talk about is, you see these bead locks. I just actually got these. So can't really see them, but these are Hyper bead locks, 8-inch. I really would like to have gotten 9, but these were a great deal, and as you can see, these are the ones that mount in the hub. So I got those. So the fronts, I'm gonna get another set of front wheels. I still have the other tires and stuff. They're over here. These are the ones that I had. You can see just how much of a beating these took. I mean, these rims really weren't that good for what I was doing. I'm running GBC XC Masters though, and these tires were freaking awesome for the drag races and all that. But this is where I had an issue. You can just see how bent that is. It's pretty hammered. So these wheels had to go. I might just keep these just for trail use, but I'm worried that I'm gonna break the bead on something like that, going over some hard rocks and trails. But these tires are mint, and I'm probably gonna, if I don't use these rims, I'll get another set of rims, put these tires on for the trails. But I got bead locks for the rear, which is pretty cool. I'm getting a new grab bar. You'll notice that the plastics, I have a new graphics kit on them, which turned out awesome. Real happy with those. So that's staying. What else? There's a lot of stuff. The clutch is acting a little weird, so I'm gonna get a new clutch cable. I'm gonna get a new throttle cable, because both of those are pretty worn. I destroyed this sprocket. You can't really see it, but it's shot. So I need a new brand new sprockets, front and rear, new chain. Let's see, the Nerf bars, I'm gonna take these off and redo them. You can see just they're gross looking and they're hammered. I would like to take the front A-arms off and get them painted because they're horrible looking. So I'll get those done. New front wheels, like I said, to match the beadlocks. I might just get black front wheels, and that'll be it for right now. I don't feel like buying another set of wheels, but whatever. I would like to get a seat cover because this thing's been terrible for the whole time I've owned it. So seat cover is probably going to be this year as well, and pretty much everything that's kind of loose. I'm just going to put new bearings and new bushings and new bolts and everything nice. I don't want to take it apart again next year. I really didn't want to take it apart this year, but it is what it is. So other than that, this thing really performed well. I'm really happy about it. So stay tuned for this build. It's going to be on the channel somewhat soon. It's getting to that time of year where all of our stuff is pretty much done. My race car is being worked on. That's on my personal channel. If you'd like to check that out, there'll be a link in the description. It's a Turbo LS that I'm building on this, but that's another thing. And then another thing I wanted to just talk about was the channel and why we haven't posted. Really, it was mainly because of just the pandemic stuff. We wanted to stay away from one another for the first couple months it was around. And then after that, it just ramped up with work, and we all had to work. And let's face it, we're all college kids now. We're not high schoolers. We have full-time jobs in school, and it's tough to do all this stuff still. But we're going to try and get back into it, especially in the winter, because we have all this time to get these things ready. And then another thing, we just got into a new kind of thing. I don't know if you guys would be interested in it, but we got jet skis now. This is mine. This is my 1989 YFZ450. It's got aftermarket bars on it. Other than that, it's pretty much a bone stock machine. I'm going to get new turf for it this year. And then that's pretty much it. This thing is super fun. So if you guys are interested in jet ski content, we've got that, and we've got a bunch of other jet skis we can definitely record videos on. But for the time being, obviously it's winter now, so none of that jet ski is going to be used. But full force on the four-wheeler. Definitely expect videos from this. We definitely want to start our blaster project that we've been pushing off, but we'll get to there. And then, yeah, so thank you guys. If you are longtime subscribers, I appreciate the support. And without further ado, let's get into this build. So stay tuned, and we'll freaking see you later.